Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. Let me introduce to something special, that is Rubiah Musical Theatre. It's not your typical stage show. This performance combines acting, live music, dance, and if you love the art or just want a fresh experience, this is something you don't want to miss. So, Rubiah Musical Theatre is directed by the Talent Associate Professor Dr. Aminah Rapo, a respected artist and academic who's known for her powerful works in traditional Malay theatre. This show brings deep message through beautiful performance. Her direction often highlights bring issues of immunity, spirituality, and local culture in a way that really connect with the audience. So, what Rubiah all about? It tells a story about a young woman, Rubiah, who's caught between love, traditional, and responsibility. Just when she finds out her childhood friends, Alang, want to propose her. At the same time, a delegation from across the sea arrive and with a life-changing request. Rubiah is suddenly faced with tough choice, and the way she handled it show her strange faith and dignity. The main goal of this performance not entertain, but to celebrate traditional art and highlight themes like women's violence in a strange and the struggle between following traditional or following the art. In short, Rubiah Musical Theatre is touching, powerful, and full of heart. It's the kind of show that make you think, feel, and appreciate our culture even more.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. In this section, I would like to talk about the genre and the concept theatre of Rubiah. Firstly, the genre of Rubiah theatre is a musical theatre. Of course, musical theatre includes the element of music, singing, instrument, and choreography. Thus, in their performance, they perform each 14 songs, which is started with Mari Bermain, Keindahan Alam, Hiasan Dunia, Cahaya Kasihku, Langkah Terhenti, Selendangku, Tidak Kurela, Belenggu di Jiwa, Gadis Idaman, Bantahan, Mana Cahaya, Cahayamu, and Zikir Meminang. Alright, let's move to the concept theatre of Rubiah. The concept in theatre and film means the main idea of the storyline. Thus, based on the performance of Rubiah theatre, it was actually a traditional Malay fantasy romance that includes the mystical forbidden love. Means the love story between two creatures from two different worlds, which is Rubiah the human and Putera Bunian a fairy. And lastly, the story is based on the connection between human world and other supernatural. The story opened our eyes about the existence of other creatures rather than us.
Hi everyone, my name is Damiya, and I'm gonna break down about characters, plot, and scenes in the script theatre musical Rubiah. Let's move on to the characters first. We have Rubiah, a young, virtuous woman gifted with spiritual grace and beauty. Her character represents purity, inner strength, and devotion to faith. Next, we have Pak Tuan and Mak Tuan. Both of them are Rubiah's adoptive parents. Pak Tuan is a respected pegawa, which means is village head, and then while Mak Tuan is a protective and traditional. And we have Alam, which is a village youth who grew up alongside Rubiah and harbors romantic feelings for her. And then we have Dane, a powerful and bold outsider prince who wants to marry Rubiah, but his intentions are questionable. And then we have Ma Alang, which is Alang's mother, who is emotionally invested in her son's union with Rubiah. She really wants Rubiah married with her son, Alang, but Rubiah refused it. And we have Lelaki Misteri, a mysterious spiritual figure who connects with Rubiah symbolically. And then we have Maulana. Maulana is wise, religious teacher who guides Rubiah's early life in spiritual studies. Supporting characters such as Pendua Rubiah, kawan-kawan Rubiah, her female friends, Muda Kampung and Pemuda Asing, young men representing contrasting moral path. And then we have Tetamu 1 and 2, Tetamu which means royal messengers of Deng. And then we have Orang-Orang Kampung, we have Dadari and Bidadara, possibly representing heavenly beings in symbolic scenes. That's all for our characters, and now let's dive into plot. So first, what's the overall plot? Theater Music Rubiah tells the story of a girl named Rubiah who was born mysteriously and grows up to become a symbol of purity. And the plot have two suitors, which is Alang, her childhood friend, and Deng, a powerful outsider, which both want to marry her. But the story isn't really about romance. It's about Rubiah's struggle to choose her own path and how she balances faith, community pressure, and her inner voice. Okay, let's go to the scene breakdown. Scene 1 is prologue. The play starts at the tase or lake with traditional instruments and a mysterious mood. This scene introduces Deng, who finds Rubiah's lendang, a symbol of lost love or something unfinished. This sets a mystical tone and hints at past or future conflict. Scene 2 is Rubiah's home. Here we meet Rubiah properly. She's just finished her Quranic studies and is admired by her family and kampung. Through dialogue with Maulana, we learn she's spirituality advanced and not just an ordinary girl. At the same time, Mak Alang starts talking about matchmaking Rubiah with her son, Alang, even though Rubiah hasn't agreed to anything. Let's go to the scene 3, the tase and first conflict. Rubiah and her friends visit the lake. They sing and enjoy nature, but suddenly encounter a mysterious man and later Deng's group of outsiders. Deng tries to charm Rubiah but crosses boundaries, so this is where Rubiah starts resisting external control, especially from men with power or arrogance. Scene 4, proposal from Deng. Two royal messengers arrive at Rubiah's house. They bring Deng's marriage proposal, and although Rubiah hasn't agreed, her parents are tempted, mostly by status, wealth, and fear of saying no. This scene represents society pushing a decision onto Rubiah without asking her first. And then we go to the scene 5, Rubiah's spiritual awakening. This is the emotional and symbolic peak. Alone in her room, Rubiah turns to the Quran. She has a spiritual vision where her pendua they sing about spiritual confusion and surrender. It's a theatrical way to show her inner battle between worldly expectations and divine clarity. Next, we go to the scene 6, Alang returns. Now, Alang comes back, bringing gifts and a formal proposal. Rubiah literally refused Alang's proposal. She tells Alang kindly that she doesn't belong to anyone. She doesn't want to get married yet, and she's focused on her faith. Scene 7. In the last scene, Rubiah returns to the lake alone. She reflects, prays, and seeks guidance from God. The tone is quiet, almost empty, and as if she stepped away from the noise of the world. It ends with Rubiah choosing peace, not marriage. The story leaves us thinking, which is, not every journey ends in romance. Sometimes it ends in clarity. If we look at the structure, the script is linear but layered with village tradition and adat, spiritual symbolism, social pressure versus personal choice, and heavy use of dialogue, song, and stage setting to reflect inner feelings. Rubiah is not just the lead, but she is the heart of the whole story. Her decision not to marry anyone is what makes the ending so bold and meaningful. It's a beautiful script rich with Malay culture, faith, and the message that women too deserve the right to choose.
Assalamualaikum and hi, I'm ALESYA BALQIS. I'll be sharing the breakdown process of the theatre musical Rubiah script, focusing on 4 key visual elements: the set, props, costume, and makeup, and how they were interpreted from the script onto the stage. The set design in theatre musical Rubiah reflect the traditional Malay village environment, aligning with the story kampung setting. The main structure feature was a traditional wooden house with a raised platform representing Rubiah home. The design included elements like a stair, veranda, and hanging fabric to create a warm rural atmosphere. During the spiritual or mystical scene, such as when Rubiah encountered the Bubunyan, the set transformed using lighting for effect and minimalist props to suggest the shift into another realm. For the pirate attack scene, the set used dim lighting, shadow, and possibly structure resembling ship element to create a more intense and chaotic environment. The prop used in the production play a big role in enhancing realism and culture. For example, a large Quran was used by Rubiah during a prayer scene, symbolizing her devotion and piety. A tempayan or water jar was placed outside the house so characters could wash their feet before entering, just like in real kampung life. They also used dulang to carry water or serve gas, especially during ceremonial scene. Another important set of props was the weapon used by the villager during the fight scene with the pirates. This included traditional blades, adding action and urgency to the story. All of these props help make the scene feel more real. Costumes were designed based on the social status and role of each character. The villagers wore traditional Malay clothing. Women wore baju kurung and selendang wrapped over their heads, while the men wore plain shirt with kain pekat or trouser. The pirates stood out with the bold red clothing, often layered and rugged to represent their aggressive nature. The rich people, like the one who come to propose to Rubiah, wore expensive-looking clothes and luxurious costumes, indicating their wealth and high status. Meanwhile, the Bunyan were all white, including the male lead, giving them pure, mystical, and otherworldly appearance to show they were not human. Makeup in the production was used to help show the character personalities and emotion. Villagers had simple and natural makeup to reflect their humble lifestyle. Bunyan characters, on the other hand, wore a pale tone makeup with a bit of shimmer to make them look magical. The pirates had stronger makeup using contouring and possibly fake scar or dirt to make them look scary and intimidating. Hairstyle were also traditional. Women had nearly tied up bun or braid under their selendang, while men had basic practical style. So in conclusion, every visual element from the set and props to the costume and makeup was all planned based on the script of theatre musical Rubiah. These choices helped to create an immersive atmosphere that transport the audience into Rubiah world, allowing us to experience both the beauty of traditional Malay life and magical part of a journey. That's all from me. Bye bye.
Now, I will tell about the breakdown of location and talent on shooting this. The story begins in an old wooden house. It's bright, warm, and full of memories. Rubiah shares a tender moment with her mother here, showing the love and comfort of family. The actors playing Rubiah and her mother are supported by a crew that use a soft lighting and gentle camera angle to create a peaceful, emotional scene. Next, we enter a traditional village. It's lively and filled with everyday sound and faces. Rubiah walked through this place, meeting villagers and feeling the weight of expectation. She speaks, listens, and struggles silently. The scene includes Rubiah, extra actors as villagers, and 14 capturing the busy, colorful world around her. Finally, the scene shifts into another world. The air feels still, glowing with mystery. Here, Rubiah meets the unknown man. The exchange is soft and slow, as if time stands still. Only Rubiah and the man appear with some outsider, capturing the quiet conversation through dreamy visual and gentle sound. The moment shows Rubiah's deepest feeling and her search for truth and direction. Okay, that's all from us. May Rubiah stories continue to live in our heart. Thank you for being a part of this.